Hey everybody, Pam McCoy here, and I just want to talk to you briefly about how to create a sign-up form or a capture page is the other term for it, capture page in Aweber. I know that there are other ways that you can do them, but if you already have Aweber, why not use it? Use the services. It's free. It comes along with the rest of your membership. Of course, the membership isn't free, but to be able to create this capture form is free with your membership. And I'm just going to go over some basic, just real basic how to create a form, and then you can begin to play with it or look at other videos and tweak it and learn as you go. And as you can see over here, I do pretty darn good with my conversion rates. These are some that I've created fairly recently, and I do pretty well with them. So I do have some idea of what I'm talking about. So that's why I decided to share that information with you. So in Aweber, obviously if you don't have Aweber, we'll go to aweber.com, excuse me, aweber.com, aweber.com, and get a form now, or get an account. The purpose for having an account is to be able to capture leads. You need a place where you can capture all of the people that want your information so that you can continue to follow up with them. And obviously if you don't have an autoresponder, then this is kind of a moot point anyway. But in Aweber, if you'll go to, you see these tabs up here, you want to click on Sign Up Forms. Once you get to Sign Up Forms, we're going to create a sign up form. And then once this loads, you have all sorts of choices here. If you go here to show more, you can see, depending on what type of business it is that you have, if you wanted to get specific about, maybe you have a real estate business, well, then you might want to choose something, like this, something that has a cute house on it, or this for sale sign, something like this. You just play with it, just look around and see what there is, see what they have to offer, and see what speaks to you. Typically for me, I just use something that's pretty generic. That's the perfect word, and I just found it right there, generic. So let's see, this isn't one that I've used before, but you'll see once you find something, you click on it, and you see here there are different color schemes that you can use within this sign up form. I would suggest that you use something that that goes along with wherever it is that you are posting. So in other words, if you are taking people from Facebook to this capture page, then have it be a color that contrasts Facebook. Facebook, of course, is what, blue and I don't know, yellow or something like that. So I wouldn't necessarily want blue. That's me personally. I haven't found that to be useful. I want something that's going to contrast it. Still go with it, but be a little bit different. And if it doesn't matter where they're coming from, if it's just a generic thing, then don't worry about it. If say you're going from a business card, we'll coordinate with your business card. If your business card is just black and white, well, just choose a color that suits you, something that you like. All right, so I am going to go with doesn't really look orange, does it? It looks more yellow, but we'll choose that. We're going to load that up. Now you'll see up here where you have the width, this is the standard, is 250. You can change that to whatever width it is that you would like. To go up to a full page size or close to a full page size is about 1200, and I'll usually go anywhere from 800 to 1200. Now, having said that, some of these forms will not support that. You will not be able to go that big. I created one just last week, and I think the biggest I could get it was 340. Well, it looks a little bit odd when you pull the page up and there it sits, but hey, that's the one that has my best conversion rate so far. So apparently it doesn't matter to the people that are seeing it. But typically I'm going to create something that's a little bit bigger just so it fits the page, and I'll show you what I mean about fitting the page when we get to it. Now for your header, if you don't like this, you can take it off altogether. And you can replace it. If you wanted to, you could replace this with another image. But we're not going to do that right now. I'm not going to go through that. Like I said, this is just going to be a real basic. So if you click on it, or if you click the edit header button right here, it's going to bring up this little window here. Here is where you're going to type in whatever it is that you want this to say. So let's say I want to talk about generating leads from Facebook. And you can try to be, and again, this comes down to copywriting and things like that, but and learning some different kind of skills. But you want something that's, you want to try to appeal to someone's a sense of specificity. So in other words, I'm not going to write want to know how to generate leads. I'm going to say want to know how I generate 10 to 20 leads per day from Facebook. All right, so you see how that looks now, and obviously it's kind of washed out. So we're going to, I like to change the font, and this again is just something, whatever is your preference. I want this to at least fill up the space, if not be double lined, more like that, and centered. We're going to make it a little bit bigger because that looks a little odd. Well, there wasn't anything between 24 and 36, so we'll just go with that. You can make it bold. Oh, there we go. That makes it better. You can do italicized if you want. You can underline it. Well, I'm not going to do that. I like this, the bold, and then you can change your color. Again, you want something that's going to contrast. Well, black is what's going to show up the best on that. Let's see if anything else looks good. Oh, that looks decent. It's not great. In this case, you could do that. It really looks like black. It's kind of a greenish, dark green color, but I'm just going to stick with black for right now. All right, so when you get this to look like you want it to, or pretty close to how you want it, go ahead and save it. And up here, just so you know, you can preview this. You can click this, and it's going to show you what it's going to look like when somebody pulls it up on their page. Now, you see how this looks a little bit different. You see where this changed here? So when you know that, you can go back. I think I will go back then and change it to 36. We're going to save that and preview. Yeah, I like the way that looks. That looks better to me. All right, and you see how wide this is? Had I left it at that 280, it would be like this tiny little thing that comes up on this big page. All right. Next thing, if you want to collect a name, then obviously you leave the name field here. A lot of times people don't want to know, they don't ask for a name. All they want to do is capture an email, because some people are kind of funny about putting their name in where they're not as funny about putting in an email. They're more likely to do just an email without a name. That's completely up to you, and however it is that you want to create your leads, how you want to capture your leads. So, I'm just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to leave that in. You can also create new fields. So let's say you're wanting to, you want to be able to call somebody. You want to be able to call these leads that you're generating here. Then you can create a new field, and wait, I don't want to do that. We are going to, I just happen to have some here already, so I'm just going to add phone. And obviously you can label this however you want it. You could say, you know, just phone, leave it at that, or best phone number, whatever. I'm just going to leave it at phone. You see here, this value right here is what's going in this space right here. And again, you don't have to do that, but you can. There's also a way that once you type this in, it'll show you how once somebody clicks on this, it automatically disappears so that they can type in their information. Personally, I really like to leave everything blank, so that's what I'm going to do. All right, here, your sign up form, you can leave it like this at sign up. There's also, and again, this is more advanced training, there is a way that you can change this so that you could make it say submit, and you can't do it just by clicking on it because it won't edit that way, as you see here. But there is a way that you can change that to edit it and make it look like, you know, make it say, you know, give me access now, or I want in, yes, let me in, submit, whatever it is that you want it to say. There is a way to do that. But again, we're just doing this real basic, so we're going to say sign up. I typically like to leave this. We respect your email privacy. This part I generally take off. And then here you can leave this or you can take it. You also can put something down here. I generally don't, but I'm just showing you that you can. All right, so let's take a preview of that. Okay, so that's what that would look like. And again, if I want to, I can take this off altogether. I'll show you what that looks like. If anything you want to remove, you just click the little X button there. Now, let me say this. Once I've clicked it, it's gone. It's not coming back. I have to start over. If there's a way to get it back, I don't know how to do that. But so as far as I know, you cannot get it back. You just have to start over. So here's typically how I would leave it. Now you can also make this longer. You can make this, we can resize here. Well, maybe I can't. No, I guess I can't. I thought I could size it better. And there is a way to do that, but honestly, I'm not quite certain of how to do that right now. So anyway, we're just going to leave it like it is. Very, 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 very important step. Click Save Your Form. If you just click to go to step 2, it will not necessarily save your form. Click Save Your Form. Then go to step 2. You can name this whatever you want. Since we're talking about Facebook, then we're going to say these are Facebook leads. That's how we're going to name it. Now what this tells you is when a lead comes in, it's going to say, you know, this is the capture page it came from, Facebook leads. So that you'll know that's a way that you can track where these leads are coming from. All right, your thank you page, that is going to be the page that once they type in their name, their address, their email, their phone number, they click sign in, I think is what it was. Where do they go after that? That's what this is. All right. I don't even know what a basic version is. I've never seen it. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. There's your basic version. I don't ever do that. I go to a custom page. Here's where you want one of your capture pages. If you only have one, and this is something that's provided from your company. Let me see. Let me find something. No, that's not what I want. Okay. This would be a thank you page. Oops, sorry. This would be considered a thank you page. You see there's no place here where it asks for your email because you've already given your email. They've already gotten that, okay? You've already gotten that. They've already given that information to you. But you find that thank you page from your company and you're going to enter that URL. Here's something to pay attention to. It automatically populates this portion of it when you copy your address, whatever your thank you page is. You can get rid of this and then put in whatever it is that you want. Okay, your already subscribed page. This is somebody, perhaps you already have them on your list, but they came in from another source. They came in from a YouTube video that you did, but they're still on your list. This is saying, what do you want me to do with the people that are already on your list that opt into this page? For myself, well, it's not going to, hold on a second. Ooh, it's real angry. It puts it in red. All right. Okay, so what I do is I will again do custom page and do the same thing as my thank you page. Just put the same thing in. You could change it if you wanted to. If you have another landing page or thank you page that perhaps they have not seen, well, send them to that one. That's fine. Whatever works for you. Again, oh, you can preview too to see, okay, where's this going to go? And there you go. That's where it goes to. All right, again, very, 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 very important. Save your form. Go to step 3. Okay, honestly, I have not done these. I think I did this once for something, so I'm not really much of an expert on that, and never done this because I don't have my own website per se, not for this. So I always have Aweber host my form, and then you can use this, copy it. You can take it to bit.ly. That's bit, let me type it in, bit.ly. Is it just bit.ly or is it bit.ly.com? Oh yeah, bit.ly.com, I'm sorry. And shorten a link. So you can take what we just did here, copy it, paste it here, and it will shorten it. All right, then you can take this link and put that on your Facebook page or wherever it is, which I'm saying Facebook just because that's the type of capture page that we created. Or there's another site called tinyurl.com. Same principle. You take that Aweber form here and just make tiny URL, and it's going to come up like this and then with some numbers and stuff at the end of it. Okay, the other way that you can do it is if you have a domain name, like for instance I have a domain of theabundanthome.com. Well, I have some subdomains that I might name this subdomain facebook.theabundanthome.com. Well, I can take this form and make that my subdomain. I know that's getting a little bit technical for some people perhaps, but anyway, there are lots of different places you can put this to be able to capture those leads. If all you want to do is go to bit.ly and just say, hey, look at how I'm, on Facebook, hey, look at how I'm gathering leads, check this out, and post that bit.ly link onto Facebook. You can do it that way. There's several ways that you can do this. But that's it. That's as easy as it is to create just a really basic capture page or sign up form through Aweber. This is Pam McCoy. I thank you so much for watching. I welcome your questions. If you have some difficulty with this, I'm happy to help. Or if you have some comments, then leave those for me. If you've liked this, if it's been helpful, please click that like button. Share it with others, and I'd appreciate you subscribing to my YouTube channel. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.